Welcome to your Improv for Communication session presented by FitPros Live. I'm Gary Ware. I'm a corporate facilitator, keynote speaker, certified coach, and self proclaimed creative catalyst. This session will be recorded and available in the FitPros Live section of your portal. Please feel free to use the chat or Q&A features to interact publicly or to privately send us any questions or comments. And please share your feedback on the session using the feedback link. All right, without any further ado, let's get started. This session is going to be interactive, so it's going to require you to do some activities that I'm going to guide you through, or let us know how you feel in the chat. So, the first thing that I'm going to ask you, when I say improv, what are the first things that come to mind for you? Go ahead and place those into the chat now. Often, people say things like thinking on your feet or collaboration or even the hit TV show, Whose Line Is It Anyway? Those are all correct. However, that's not the only form of improv. Other forms of improv are dance, jazz, or even freestyle hip hop. Improv is more than theatrical arts. Matter of fact, you are an improviser. To prove it, let me ask you a question. Do you have a script sitting on your nightstand that you pick up each morning when you get up that has every single interaction that you're going to have day in and day out? I didn't think so. To me, improvising is responding in the moment without a script. And in this workshop, you will participate in some fun solo improv-related activities. These games will allow you to explore the principles of improv thinking, like follow the joy and make bold choices to help you feel more confident, be more creative, and be more adaptable in the face of your daily challenges. All right, this first activity that we're going to do is a game called I Love My Spot. Improvisers, like everyone else, we get nervous. This is a common activity that I do before a show, before I go out on stage, and it helps me get grounded. This is a very simple exercise. It's designed to get you in that present moment, which is powerfully scientifically proven to help you through panic and stage fright. It brings love into the room. It replaces the sort of that angry puppet voice coming from our judgment and critical sections of the brain. All right. What I want you to do is take a grounding stance. So have your feet on the ground, sit up straight, nice and tall, and take 3 deep cleansing breaths. Do that now. Last one. Awesome. Now I want you to look around your space and notice 3 things in your immediate environment that delight you in some small or big way. And so what's going to happen, when I say go, you're going to name them out loud and choose to say the word I love. So I'm going to demonstrate it for you, and then I'm going to turn it over to you. So for me, as I look around my space, I'm going to say, I love the way that my mat for my desk feel on my feet. I love the designs that I have on my wall. I love the smell of cookies that I can smell from the kitchen. I love my spot. Now your turn. I'm going to count to 3, and when I say go, you're going to notice 3 things in your environment, and then you're going to end with, I love my spot. Ready, set, go. Great. Awesome. By now you should be finished. So great job. Question for you. How does that make you feel? If you feel inclined, go ahead and put that into the chat. Let us know. Often folks say, like I mentioned in the beginning, helps them feel grounded. Um, what is that for you? I know for me personally, not only do I feel grounded, but I feel connected. I feel connected to the space. I have a higher level of psychological safety. That's just a fancy word of saying I feel confident that I can be myself. And these are key things that we need on a day to day basis so that we can be the best version of ourselves at work and at home. All right, now that we got grounded, it's time to pop up the energy a little bit. And our next activity is a game called Take Five. This is going to help you warm up your voice, your face, your body, and your mind. This activity is great for a few things. One, retraining the brain to allow you to focus. It helps you to be more alert and be more present. For me, I love doing this activity before jumping on a call or jumping into a meeting, especially if I'm working virtually. Um, because sometimes those meetings that I have are the first time that I'm actually saying something out loud. So activities like this that we're about to do just gets me in the right mindset. All right. And so how it's going to go is I'm going to say a number, and with each number, there's going to be a movement and sound associated with it. Um, at first, I'm going to walk you through. Then I'm going to start to flow through the numbers and you're going to do them yourselves. So, are you ready? Awesome. All right, let's go. All right, when you hear me say one, what you're going to do is you're going to make a big lion face with wide hands, tongue out, and a big roar like this. Rah! Now, your turn. You try it. When I say one, what are you going to do? Great. Awesome. All right, moving on. When I say two, you're going to scrunch your face up like this and put your hands to your cheeks and you're going to go tiki, 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 tiki. Your turn. When I say two, what are you going to do? Great. Now one. What do I do when I say one? Exactly, the lion face. All right. Two? Yes, the mouse. Tiki, 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 tiki. All right. When you hear me say three, what you're going to do is slam your hand on your fist, shake your face like this, and make this sound. Your turn. When I say three, what are you going to do? Two. Yep, the mouse. And then one. Ah, awesome. All right. And it's important that you not only do the movements, but you do the sound as well. All right. Four. When you hear me say four, what you're going to do is you're going to locate the nearest door to you. For me, it happens to be right over here. And you're going to say, there's the door. And you're going to just look at the door. All right. So when I say four, what do? There's the door. Awesome. And then three. Exactly. Two. Tiki, tiki, tiki. And then one. Rah! Awesome. All right. And finally, five. When you hear me say five, what you're going to do is you're going to make a big sigh. You're going to put your hands from the air down to your waist like this. All right. You try. Five. Awesome. Four. Yep. There's the door. Three. Yep. Two. Ticky, 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 ticky. And then one. Awesome. All right. Those are the elements in take five. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to just start flowing through the numbers. And I'm not going to do them because I find that a lot of times people are looking for the cue from me. This is on you. Just jump back in. if you happen to make a mistake, because in improv, we say there are no such things as mistakes. Mistakes are gifts, mistakes are your path to learning. So here we go. One, five, three, two, two, four. Yep, there's the door. Three, three, five, one, 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 two, five, one, one, three, four, and five. Awesome. Give yourselves a round of applause. That was great. Oh my gosh. So, how was that for you? Did you get mixed up? And if you did, how did it feel to just recover and jump back into it? And if you care to share in the chat, what skills do you think you're developing by playing this game, Take Five? And how do you think it can benefit you in your day to day? Often people say, yeah, it helps them, think on their feet. And it helps them realize that, yes, you may have made a mistake, but it's not the end of the world. We can recover. Other people say after doing this, the room feels a little bit brighter. Again, what's happening is the movement and the sound is producing endorphins, dopamine in our body that is making us more alert, more focused, able to be more creative. All right, so that was take five. Our next activity is called Monkey Wrench. In this game, you are going to tell a true story. I'll give you a prompt if you need that. But that story is going to go from being true to being exaggerated because as you're telling that story, I'm going to say random words, and it's going to be your job to hear that word and incorporate it into your story as quickly as possible, as if it happened, without any sort of wavering in confidence. So, for example, say I tell a story about being on vacation with my significant other and children, and talking about going to Hawaii, and we stepped off the plane, and then maybe the random word that pops up is steps, and then I say, "Oh, yes," and we had to be careful as we were coming off the plane to not trip on the steps, and then I would go in to the story and continue doing it. So that's exactly how it's going to work. If you are having a hard time thinking of a prompt for a true story, I like to think about big life events like birthdays, vacations, anything of that. Again, you may or may not finish the story. The point here is to practice the activity. So it needs to be true. But again, I'm not in the room with you. I don't have a lie detector. So if you're telling a not so true story, it's all good. Do the best that you can. All right, we're going to go for about a minute, minute and a half. So ready, get set, go. Potato. The word was potato. Trash can. The word was trash can. Stairs. The word was stairs. Plunger. The word was plunger. Microphone. The word was microphone. Green. The word was green. Snail. The word was snail. And lastly, happy. The word was happy. All right, and seed. Give yourselves a round of applause. Oh my gosh. All right. How did that feel? All right. Feel free to put that into the chat. Also, did you get stumped at any point? Now, I want to point out that this game is not teaching you how to lie or to be deceitful. It's helping you pivot. And oftentimes in meetings or interactions, we have a set plan of how we want things to go. And then when we are incorporating other people into the mix, sometimes those plans don't go according to plan. And this game is helping us think on our feet. And I like to say the more that you practice doing things in this environment, the more likely you are going to respond with grace and be more confident when the stakes are higher. So, like to have you put into the chat, um, where else could this activity help you in your day to day? Awesome. All right. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for your interactions. And can you believe that we're more than halfway through our time together? Hopefully, you're having fun. Let us know in the chat. Are you learning something? Are you having fun? Because you know what they say, time flies when you're having fun. All right. So, moving along, this next activity that we're going to do is called pro con speech or rant rave. It has multiple names. And in this activity, you're going to get a topic. Um, I can either give you one or you can pick one yourself, and you're gonna switch talking about the pros and the cons of that. I'm gonna be your guide, and I'm going to tell you when to switch. This activity will help your mental agility to talk about any subject with conviction and deepen the point of view, help you with expression, and elicit passion. So, how would it work? Is like I said, you're going to pick a topic. If this is your first time doing this activity, I invite you to pick a topic that is something neutral that people don't necessarily like or dislike. Like tomatoes or beds. But if you've done this before, my challenge to you is that you pick a topic that you have less of an affinity for, such as running or maybe sitting in traffic. And so when I say go, you're going to start by ranting, talking about all the cons of that topic. And then, what are the negative qualities and whatnot. And then when you see me give you a thumbs up, you have to, in that moment, switch and start talking about all the positive qualities as if you really enjoy that topic or object. Then when you see a thumbs down, boom, switch, start talking about the negatives. And you're going to go back and forth. And towards the end, I'm going to switch a little bit faster. So you're going to be ready and think on your feet. Okay? Do you have a topic? All right. Like I said, when we first start, you're going to start with the negative qualities. Ranting. All right. On your mark, get set, go. You're ranting right now. All right, rave. What are the pros? All right. Yes. Raving. What are the pros? Negative. Positive. Negative. Positive. Negative. Positive. All right, ad seed. Give yourselves a round of applause. Awesome. All right, so let's quickly debrief this. How did that feel? Go ahead and put your thoughts into the chat. Let me know, what did you notice as you were going through that activity? And also, how valuable do you think points of view are in conveying your message? And where do you see this skill coming in handy at your work or day to day? As I've worked with hundreds of teams and individuals, I often get responses um, that they didn't realize that, sometimes, for example, say it was something that they didn't necessarily have an affinity for. After they've gotten done, they don't necessarily have an affinity for it, but they can see clearly how someone else may find that valuable for them. I've worked with lawyers, and the lawyers said that this activity is really great for helping them prepare for going to trial because it helps them see how their opposition may see things, and it helps them strengthen their case. So if you have any other sort of feedback or thoughts on this activity, go ahead and put that into the chat. We love seeing all of your reactions. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, since we focused on our speech and thinking on our feet, we did some energizer activities. Uh, we did some storytelling activities. Now we're going to switch it up a little bit, and we are going to do an activity that is going to get you to move your body a little bit. And this activity is called walk, stop, hop, and clap. And how it's going to work is when I say go, I'm going to give you some commands, sort of like Simon Says. And when you hear me say walk, what you're going to do is you're going to act like you're walking in place. And then when I say stop, you're just going to stop. And if you hear me say something like clap, you're just going to clap one time. If you happen to be walking and I say clap, you'll clap and then go back to walking. And I might say hop. If I say hop, you just sort of hop in your seat like that. And again, if you happen to be walking, when I say hop, you'll hop and then go back to walking. All right. So to review, we have walk, we have stop, we have hop, and we have clap. Those are the commands. All right. So we're going to start like that. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to change some things up a little bit. So, all right. Are you ready? Set, walk. Stop. Walk. Yep. Stop. Clap. Walk. Hop. Remember, go back to walking. Stop. Clap. All right. All right. Hold on. Pause. All right. Y'all are doing so good at this. I'm going to have to make this a little bit challenging. So, And to the end of this activity, if you hear me say walk, you're going to stop. And if you hear me say stop, you're going to walk. So essentially, I just switched those two commands. Okay, ready? Let's see how you do. Walk. Did you walk? You should be stopping. All right, here we go. Stop. Clap. Remember to go back to, yep. Hop. Walk. Hop. Okay, all right, let's pause. All right, stop what you're doing. I'm gonna need to make this a little bit more challenging. So when you hear me say hop, that means clap. So I switched that. And when you hear me say clap, that means hop. So hop and clap switched, walk and stop still switched. All right, let's see how we do. All right, here we go. Stop. Hop. Yep, that means clap. Go back to moving. Walk. Clap. Yep, that's hop. Clap. Clap. Stop. Hop. Walk. Clap. Hop. Walk. Hop. Hop. Stop. Walk. Hop. Stop. It's just as hard for me as it is for you. Keep going. Walk. And then hop. And seed. All right, clap it out. Shake it out. We're done. Oh my gosh. Great job. Great job. Great job. Woo. How was that? I know it might have been a little bit challenging. Let us know how it was for you. So real quick, cross your arms in a way that feels normal and natural. All right, notice what hand's on top, what hand's on the bottom. All right. Now I'd like to invite you to cross it the opposite way. Right, that feels a little bit odd, right? To go ahead and cross it back to normal. That feels better, right? All right, so you can check it out. So what's happening here is when you cross it in a way that feels normal and natural, that is your body's homeostasis, your default way of being, because you've done it for so long. It just is normal, natural. But when you cross it the opposite way, your body immediately wants to go back to homeostasis. And that feeling that you get, that dissonance, is what happens when something is being presented to you in a way that you're not used to it, that uncomfortableness. And so what I'd like to invite you to think of is when you feel that, how can you lean into it and get more comfortable feeling uncomfortable? Because that is where learning comes in. I wish that everything in life can just, once we learn it, boom, that's exactly how things are. But we live in a very complex, volatile, ambiguous world where things are changing like that. And professionals that are high performers are ones that can bounce back faster. And activities like this, like we just did, help you with that. So great job. We just have one more activity. And this activity is called levels. And in this activity, you are going to do a quick improvised story on a topic. It can be a true story or made up. If you need a topic, birthday, vacations, things like that. You're going to tell a story. But as you're telling this story, I'm going to hold up fingers, starting with 1 and ending with 7, where each number represents a different level that you're going to have. And so 1 is going to be the lowest energy possible. And 7 is going to be the biggest energy that you're going to have. This will give you an opportunity to stretch out of your comfort zone and experience potential new ways to deliver information. So, for example, say, again, I'm talking about vacations like I did before. I'll start at 1. It's like, all right, my wife and family, we went on a vacation to Hawaii, and we went to the Big Island, and it was so much fun. When we first got there, we got off the plane. We were met by some amazing people, and they gave us a flower lei, and we put it on, and it felt and smelled so good. All right. Anyways, that is the example. All right. Here we go. It's your turn. It's just going to be really quick. Do the best that you can. Ready, set, and go. We're starting at one, two, three, 5, 6, 7. All right, and seed. Awesome. You did amazing. All right. So, how did that feel? Go ahead and put some reactions into the chat. Let us know, what did you notice about yourself as you were going through those levels? And I'm curious, where does your energy comfort level lie on the scale of 1 to 7? Where did you feel the most comfortable? Go ahead and put those into the chat. Normally, people say, yeah, about, middle of the road, about 4 or 5. And I'm curious, how do you think this can benefit you in your day to day, especially at work as you're presenting or communicating? I often get people when they talk about giving presentations, and especially people that maybe have to present complex topics, and oscillating between different levels as a way to keep the audience's attention. Oh my gosh, we are at the end. Give yourself one more round of applause. Thank you so much, for participating. And let us know in the chat, what's one thing that you learned about yourself from doing this improv training. My invite to you, as you're reflecting on your experiences, is to think about how you can keep practicing this. Yes, we did it one time, and that's great, but 2 times is even better. And when you can have a consistent practice, that's where you excel. If you enjoy these activities, take them. Use them with your team. Use them with your family. Use them with your kids. These are great activities to connect people together. And so that is it for now. Thank you so much for your time, and don't forget to rate this session to give us feedback on how it was by clicking the link. And I will see you next time. See ya. Ciao.